You know what? I'm not got any change. Have a £10 note. Look at that. Oh, I found Crackhead Corner. Cracky Corner. Everyone, welcome to Nottingham. Sheriff of Nottingham. All that stuff. Robin of Locksley. So I was here maybe about a year ago. Did a video. And I don't know if it's just me, but or maybe it's all British cities. It feels a bit rougher. More run down. More menacing. And a lot dirtier. This is actually a nicer part of town, and I've done this for a reason, so that it can get progressively worse as the video progresses. But the air of menace, of collapse, of violence is all around us here. There's a guy saxophoning the Pink Panther theme tune behind us. Dun-dun-dun-dun. And our first point of note is this weird little square at the church. This little circle at the church. Who's sticking two fingers up to God?
Stuck his finger up at me. Were you doing exactly the same to God?
I'll give you a thumbs up to God, man. There you go.
Not in Manchester today?
Not today. Well, clearly I'm in Nottingham, so not today. Are you? Hello, mate. All good? Are you not in Manchester today? Well, where are we? There, it's not even Halloween yet. They're already building the Winter Wonderland. Winter Wonderland, Nottingham. Get cozy. And here we are in the big shabby centre of Nottingham. It ain't no Liverpool, that's for sure. It ain't a pretty city, but maybe just the city centre's a bit grotty. It's no Bakewell, it's no Matlock. It's Nottingham. Not too far. The tour of this area continues for now before we head back up north. And yeah, city of broken dreams, it feels like. I remember this spot. Last time I walked down here, I was admiring Nottingham's cafe culture with all the outside tables and people smoking, drinking, getting their espressos outdoors. I want to see how long this is going to last as we, two things, go into winter, and as the, oh yeah, he's begging, as the crackheadery deepens. Let's see if anyone's going to get begged to as they try and get their food. Oh, he's not giving up. You know, it's a game of numbers. Ask enough people, give the same sob story. Someone will give in. Oh, here you go. Look at that, as easy as that. You got free money during the cost of living crisis? Just give it to me. Awful. From whence we came. The sidewalks are very LG TV 4K plus, QRD, WX, Y and Z. And are those skid marks I see? Those are skid marks of respect people have placed upon the political, in my opinion, flag. There's a guy polishing some shoes. There we go. Some normality for my viewers. And just next to Polish Shoeman, Michael Shoemaker. Cafe culture. Nottingham. Approaching Sneyton Market up ahead. Very grotty city, as I've said. The leaves, I don't mind. That's autumnal aesthetics, but the rubbish everywhere back in the immediate city centre, no good. Our beggar man still trying his luck with Le Public. Oh, another victim's like, yeah, sure. Here's some of my parents' money. They're paying premium to send me to university here, but you know what? I've not got any change. Have a £10 note. Look at that. As easy as that. I believe that the entitlement to freebies, the entitlement to receive other people's hard-earned money, is the foundation of communism, leftism, and evil. And it does nothing but rot the soul, and the soul of a culture. Which is why every single communist country always led to starvation, death camps, and secret police torturing people every single time. But then the commies will tell you, oh, it's not real communism, not been tried properly. Like other cities in the UK, Nottingham does retain a lot of its Victorian architecture from a more successful heyday, and it's all corporate chain bars, chain restaurants. This one is the former Midland Bank, you can just about make out there. Now a chain pizza parlour. I think this street here, I don't know what it's called, but this is the densest pedestrian street in central Nottingham. It goes up to the Victoria Centre and John Lewis up ahead. And again, it's filthy. Every few meters, just filth everywhere. It's like a third world country. Even the official bin collection man is struggling with the filth. Look on the other side of the street, just filth everywhere. And let's not even talk about the pockmarking by the chewing gum. It's just filthy. There's a beggar sat outside McDonald's the other side. He's got his eyes locked on me like an eagle. He is sat in filth. He is sat in a load of rubbish. He's just waiting for me to film him so he can get mad. Car ramming of peace bollards absolutely on point here in Nottingham, just like any other European city. After Nice a decade ago, yeah, 84 dead. Crazed Islamist in a lorry. Whole families wiped out, whole bloodlines wiped out, and of course the prerequisite crackheads and cardboards in my shop just there as well. Where's our cracky friend off to? Who knows what wild adventures he's taking part in today. Not even turning the entire street into one long succession of bins can stop the rubbish problem. Then you've got a different species of bin, then a third species of bin, and then more bins, and then an official bin, but nothing can stop the rot, the filth that permeates all of Nottingham. What's different about Nottingham that I'm noticing it is maybe 60-70% dirtier than other equally sized cities in the UK? Answers on a postcard, self-addressed envelope, send them through to the Charlie Beach channel, or alternatively just leave a comment. It's good for the algorithm. You can maybe answer, it's good for my channel, answer why this city is so grotty. John Lewis, for the international audience, our premier upper middle class shopping destination. It's a department store. I don't know what would be the American equivalent, but it's a big department store, and not even, let's wait for the bus, not even John Lewis can escape the horrors of modern policy in the UK. You know you're in a democracy when the streets are stabby, dirty hellholes. You know you're in a dictatorship like Dubai when things are clean and safe. That's the new rule. Thanks, European leaders. Really appreciate what you've done for my future, for my children's future, for my grandchildren. Really appreciate it. And bring in another 1,000 illegal migrants per day, another 1,000 of them. Just fast track their asylum applications. Put another £5 billion a year into the illegal migrant fund. Smaller tax base, higher taxes, less people working. It's hell. Again, the bins can't stop the rot, can't stop the rot, the filth. Where are we? We're in, it looks like Luton here. Doesn't it look like Luton, where all the men just sit around and don't work? Mobility scooters. Why does this remind me of Luton? It's meant to be Nottingham. True Luton vibes. Yeah. Okay. I've come from there, and I think I'm in a place now where the architect was forced to design these monstrosities at gunpoint. I can't think someone would study for many years to become an architect to do this willingly. Not even for money. Must have been at gunpoint. And of course, whatever it is, the theatre, Royal Concert Hall, peppered, pockmarked again by the car ramming of peace barriers all around it. Whew. We got to be positive about something in Nottingham. There's got to be something good here. Surely, surely. Don't call me Shirley. What's that? NTU, Nottingham Trent University. Looks like the headquarters for the KGB in Russia. A little fender bender across the road. Some mundane police action. Hope no one's been drinking or smoking those spicy cigarettes. Not behind the wheel anyway. Or if not KGB, Stasi headquarters in East Berlin. Documents upon files on everyone trying to jump over the Berlin Wall to escape to the Free West. This is like Warsaw at the height of the Cold War. You know, nice, good Soviet buildings all over the place. Look at that one behind the clock tower. My God. What were they thinking? But at least the flags are on point. Wait a minute. Is that a Persian flag? Am I can't see without my reading glasses. But anyway, let's pull out. Oh. 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 There's first of all, homeless guy outside the Tesco's over there. Of course. Not even news, but here you go. Another metaphor for modern Britain. Kind of modernist 1930s, almost okay architecture, almost. Right in the city centre, fully abandoned, probably full of crackheads, broken dreams, and hepatitis C infected syringes. That is your future, ladies and gentlemen. Another big abandoned boy. All chipboard windows, all the way through. And we're back at the police incident here, where the Toyota Yaris has had a fender bender. Wow. Back in messy Luton Square here, I saw an article in the Telegraph newspaper comparing Johannesburg in South Africa in the 70s, 80s and early 90s to Johannesburg today. And oh my God, it's big grand buildings that were fully maintained, run properly, now turned into literal crack hovels. Like giant government buildings and like hotels, now literal hovels with no running water, no electricity, fires on each floor. What the? Is that what we've got to look forward to in the West? Is the South Africa Asian? I don't know how even to describe it, what we're looking at, but you all know what I mean. South Africaization, South Africaization, South Africaization of the great British nation. What could possibly go wrong? You know what? Just for the sake of, feeling good about ourselves, we can destroy the West, turn it to hell. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I don't remember Nottingham being this bad at all. It's, even in a year, it's like the decay is accelerating as you approach the center point of the fractal. It gets faster and faster. That's what it feels like. Pure hell. There are no words for my vast disappointment in our so-called leaders. There are no words for my disappointment at the left. And those who wish to take out of entitlement. There's no words for my disappointment at all of us for letting this happen. The blame is also directed right at myself. Maybe I could have done more. Maybe I should have not been a YouTuber. Maybe I could have done something else. It's that feeling of guilt that you've got no one to blame but yourself for the state of the world that your children have to grow up in. And don't get me wrong, I have shown my viewers that there are pockets of resistance, there are pockets of beauty and oldie England. There's still places where you're not going to get stabbed. But Nottingham's not one of them. I did some research into Nottingham before I came, and the AI the AI was telling me not to come. It was telling me not to come and do a YouTube video here. And here I am, without bodyguards doing it. You can't stay in the suburbs forever. You can't stay in the small towns forever. You have to come and confront it. You can't be scared forever, Charlie. Even without bodyguards, you gotta trust in a higher power sometimes that que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Look at these. Now you've got like actual council workers masquerading and pretending to be cops. They're not even police community support officers. They're just council workers looking like cops. Okay, I don't hate that. Give it 5 years. They'll Johannesburgize it. It'll be fully Johannesburged. Now this particular stretch is clean for now. But for how much longer? Just want to see what the Nottingham City Council Community Protection are up to. If anything. Again, just give people jobs that the taxpayer has to pay for. It doesn't help economic growth, it doesn't help the GDP. Impossible to be fired from these government jobs. And yeah, no comment. No comment. And this winter wonderland is like putting makeup on a whore. You know, you can't hide the herpes scars forever. No matter how much makeup you put on it, however nice it looks in the city centre, it's still a whore. It still has hepatitis C and AIDS. And sorry for being so negative about Nottingham. I'm sure there's beautiful suburbs. I'm sure there's some nice parks and castles where they filmed that Batman movie. I forget the name, but Woollerton Castle maybe? Look at the trams, nice and modern. How much taxpayers' money did they... Oh, I found Crackhead Corner. Cracky Corner. We need to do a slightly over the shoulder here. Fuck me. Yeah.
Please take care when getting on or off the tram. Please do not attempt to board when
Tram
the
to
doors
nowhere.
are closing. If you require extra time to board the tram, please feel free to contact us via the help point on the platform. Thanks very
Absolute
much.
hell. And the community workers here, they're not going to impose... They've got no powers. They're like you or me, the civilians. They're not going to do anything. And the worse the rot gets, the more they need them. So their jobs are safer, the less they do. It's a beautiful downward spiral of irony and public waste. They also noticed the rubbish next to a bin. The irony of a bin being right there and it being a third world slum. Welcome to former impressive town Johannesburg, Charlie. Now it's not so good. Please, Lord, save me from Nottingham city centre. Here we go, guys. A better view of makeup on a whore. This was formerly a very large department store called Debenhams, one of the biggest Debenhams in the country. And it go bye-bye. Mostly through poor management, again, but again, another beautiful metaphor of the faded glory of this country. Many people say it peaked during the Victorian era, when British Christians were not afraid to impose their moral superiority upon everyone else on the planet and colonize the whole world. I'm not saying colonialism is a good thing, but imposing superior morality on people, I think that is definitely a good thing. And nobody did it like the British until we lost our bollocks. Until they convinced us that we're just evil and bad and bigoted and wrong and nasty and I don't know. May the good times come again. Good times will come again. Be positive, Charlie. They will come again. You have children. You need to be positive for the future. There you go. The alchemist. I will turn lead into gold and I'll turn Nottingham city centre into Cambridge or Oxford city centre. It's not magic, Charlie. Impossible. I just got a honk off a friendly bus driver who watches the channel. Look at this. Another guy who should only have half a... He's only exactly, in fact, just under half of his vehicle is on the double yellow. Someone asked in yesterday's video what does double yellow means. It's a traffic warning, parking warning. You're never allowed to stop on double yellows, ever. For mostly so that traffic can flow, emergency vehicles can get to their emergencies. But yeah, the not allowed certificate. Look at that, not even with a disabled badge, which is what that is. And usually that's quite a powerful badge. You know, in the woke Olympics, the hierarchies, disabled people rank quite highly, but not here. Here we go, another disabled one. There's a nice dirty alleyway just off the main drag, peppered with CCTV cameras. I want to show you guys a bit of the rot. A bit of the rot with maybe some writing from the maybe even early 20th century. Something warehouse. Now just scare house. Crack house. Look at this. They used to be called parking attendants. Now it's a civil enforcement officer wearing a armored chest with a body camera on the front, so he can enforce all sorts of civil fines for your poor behavior on the street, not just parking. And here is one specimen from the front, so you can see what I mean. Look at that. Welcome to the New World Order, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. And of course the Theatre Royal. Théâtre Royal. And these are fire staff, a fireman and a firewoman, if you're even allowed to say that. Are we allowed to gender people anymore, or are we sucking the woke phallus now? They're fire persons, Charlie. Fire persons. And where's their engine? Are you allowed to call it a fire engine, or is it a fire non-specified vehicle to not offend it? Behind me, the holy alliance of the Turkish barber and the second-hand mobile phone shop. All we need now is a vape shop. Where is it? Oh, well, we've got a betting shop right there, gambling. Not far off. And a jeweler's called Cope. You gotta love it. Well, we're at the entrance of Nottingham Castle. There's a statue down there of Robin Hood, who I hope was a real figure, not just mythology. But I'll tell you what's been robbed and been turned into a hood is all of Nottingham. I'm shocked. 1 year, 12 months, and it's gone from an okay, you know, oh, there's a bit of content here, to, oh my god, this is like the poorer parts of a Brazilian city or Johannesburg. It's finished. Now, anyone from Nottingham, feel free to disagree with me, argue in the comment section, but it's ogre. It's all ogre. This is Charlie Veitch, Nottingham Castle, in late October 2025. I'm sure the clocks go back soon, so Halloween.